Alright, stick her up and get in at the negotiation.
Well, I'm back again, and I've been able to source a second-hand output transformer. There it is. It's physically the same as that one, so it will just a little bit out, but it will fit, and hopefully the primary impedance is going to be okay. I have no idea what this one was, and the circuit diagram doesn't give me any clues. So what I'm going to do is fit this one into the radio, and it's going to go there, the other way around perhaps. So I'm going to fit this one in, connect it up, and we'll fire up the radio and see if it works. So let's get started. Okay, so the first job is to fit the new transformer. I always like to use the original screws if I can. So I'm going to do the top one first because that's always slightly easier to do. So I'm going to offer that up there and try and manually put the nut on the other side. That's going. Now I'm going to actually put a little bit of tension on it. That will be good enough for that. And now I'm going to put the screw in the other side, and I think, yes, it lines up. How about that? So now I'm going to get the other screw, which I should have had ready, and the nut. There it is. Now this time I'm going to there's no way I can get my fingers in there, so I'm going to offer it up to the what one is it? It's a good old 4BA, so that's going on there. I've had these tools since I was an apprentice many years ago. It's a Hallett set, and I've still got them, and they're all intact, which I'm really quite surprised about, but quite pleased about. So let's get the other nut in there, and that one up, and then you draw that and then tighten this one up. There we are. So that's in place. The next job is to lay the chassis down and connect it up. So let's get that sorted out. I won't bore you with the wire preparation. Okay, so the transformer is now mounted, and I've let you escape the boring bits of me preparing the ends of the cables. I had to extend the two primary cables slightly from the original, or rather replace them. So before I actually make the connections, I'm just going to double check which is the primary and which is the secondary of this transformer. So I think the primary is the two outside ones. Yeah, that's measuring high resistance there, and the secondary is the inner ones. So first of all I'm going to connect the primary ones up. Let's get that done, and then we'll go. I've got a whisker of wire. I hate wire whiskers. Right, and now I'm going to connect this one up. Let's just tin that again a little bit. And let's put this on here. Right, now I'm going to connect the primary circuit, slot it through there, if it will go. That's fine. And again with this one. So that's the right. I think we're ready to go. So that's the connections made to the transformer. So I think now we're ready to go. So I'm going to clear the decks a bit, and I'll come back to you when I'm ready to power up. Okay, we're ready to go. Now, I don't often do this live, but this is a live power-up that I'm videoing. Obviously, if it doesn't work, I'm going to cut it and you'll never see it. But if it works, it's going to stay in there. So, the speakers are connected. This is all connected. I'm now going to, and I put a bit of aerial in there just in case it works. I'm now going to switch it on. I'm going to put this on the anode. Well, can you still see there if I do that? Let me have a little monitor. I'm going to put this on the anode of the output valve, and can you see the meter? I'm going to switch it on. Oh dear, I'm so nervous. Right, I'm switching it on. That voltage should build. Oh, come on. Here it goes. So I'm getting voltage now on the anode of the output valve. Ah!
We've been investing all, about £1.5 to £2 billion a year. It's about £4 million every working day we've been spending in the UK, and we're going to spend even more than that because we're really excited.
It's working!
We're really excited about helping people switch towards electric vehicles and tackle the problem of heating as well.
Thanks, Keith. We'll keep an eye out for those results. Keith Anderson, boss.
The other thing that's amazing about this is that it was actually tuned to a station. I can't believe that. Let me. Oh wow! I'm so pleased. Let me just turn it off again. That is brilliant.
Do you remember when Josh Stone brought her song out about
I'm going to turn it off.
Yes, and of course.
And then I'm going to turn it over, and we'll see what we can tune. Wow! Oh well, that was worth the effort. At this point, I want to say a big thank you to one of my subscribers, Theo Bovril, and who very kindly suggested that I might check the that capacitor. We all know that capacitor, which is C32 on this diagram, and it's the grid feed capacitor, the output valve, and those are notorious for taking down output transformers. And do you know what? I had completely forgotten. I hate to admit it, but there you go, you have to admit your mistakes. If you look at the meter here, I'm going to just take that's the capacitor there we're talking about, this one here. So I'm going to replace that because it needs replacing. If you have a look on the when I take the voltage check on my meter, you can see the meter there, and I'm going to go onto the grid of the output valve. Which is that one, and you will see I've got a DC voltage on there of about 1 volt, so that's not good news at all. So I'm turning the thing off now, and then we'll replace that capacitor. Okay, so there's the excuse me. Okay, so there's the new 0.01 microfarad capacitor fitted, and the radio now working, and there's 0 volts on the grid, which is or DC volts anyway on the grid, which is great. So thank you once again to Theo Bovril.
Law to better protect police dogs and horses has been approved by the Commons. This is Finn's law, and it's named
right.
after a dog
there we go.
who was stabbed while protecting his handler on duty. Finn was in the Commons to see his law approved, and the Conservative MP Victoria Prentice was pleased that he was part of proceedings.
Well, there you go. Again, thank you for watching. I'm quite chuffed that that worked. As I said earlier, if it didn't work, I probably wouldn't put it on this video, but it did, and I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm not going to do any more in the workshop now. I'm going to go back in and have a cup of coffee. The one I made earlier where is it there, is gone absolutely cold. So that can be thrown away. I'll make myself a fresh one. And I just want to say thank you for watching this. I may come back to this and just show you a quick bit of it when it's all complete and when it's all back in its cabinet. But the next steps are pretty mundane and pretty boring. It's replacing some capacitors, new dial drive board, cleaning the tuning dial, getting some proper knobs for it. It's lots of bits to do, but basically this 1947 radio is back and working. I'm going to say cheerio now because I'm rambling on a bit too much because I'm a bit excited. But as always, thank you for watching and take care. See you soon. Bye.
And tears waiting to have their picture. Alright, stick your up and get in at the negotiation. The negotiator is the far Boris Johnson from the mayor and Theresa May.